everyone. More of the same for the stock market today on Tuesday. There really isn't much that we can add, but we do need to look at some of our technical indicators. The NASDAQ was up again. Nice reversal off the intraday lows. Still a tight session overall, so basically great price action. Volume is slightly higher day before, basically flat, so it's overall good, but it's still below average, so it's not amazing or anything. Can't be like, oh, we're definitely going to race higher here. We're still set up that we could possibly have a pretty sharp pullback, so we got to be careful, especially now. If you look on the bottom, you'll see the MACD line is getting very, very, very near overbought, and you can see TSV in the middle is marching its way higher also. So we have TSV and MACD starting to indicate that the market might be overbought, so we should start looking for a pullback, but it's not guaranteed. We can easily say overbought, relieve some of the overbought condition in the indicators and move on higher. It's just something to notice, not anything to act upon. We're fully invested, and there's no reason to be freaked out here anyway. We're fully invested minus the small 1.5% position in SRTY. The Russell 2000 short. S&P 500, as you can see, MACD and TSV starting to climb up also. So, it's just something that I'm just considering. Dow Jones looks fine, so it looks like that could be a steady climber. And the Russell 2000, as you can see, is exploding higher, but it still has room to go, so we're not necessarily overbought there either. Overall, it was great today. We had a lot of signals. NVO is a signal taking out the 50-day moving average. LinkedIn is a bottom fishing pocket pivot point signal through the 50-day moving average. Its brother Twitter also had a heavy volume move off the low, and that sets us up for one of our new longs. Facebook is a new long tonight. It's a 5% position. If we were underinvested, you could do something that I would do if I was underinvested. I'd make this a 5% market position, a 5% limit position, with my limit somewhere around the 65-75 area. So in case it gaps up, you don't get a gap fill and then a reversal. Facebook with sector leadership also in Twitter and LinkedIn should be running here, but you never know. But still, Facebook has an excellent chart pattern here. I got some people trying to say it's a cup with handle pattern. Nuh-uh-uh. It's not a cup with handle pattern. The right side of the cup, or actually the cup overall, the right side didn't get close enough to the old highs to be considered a good cup. What we basically just have here is a bottom fishing pocket pivot point signal as we straddle the 50-day moving average. But this is not a cup with handle pattern. We would need to see basically, I guess, prices more near the 65 level right here. Now build a handle. If we build a handle from this move right here, then it is a cup with handle. But for right now, it's just a pocket pivot point signal right off the 50-day moving average. So Facebook, nice breakout. Our also other new long signal is in 58.com. WUBA. This stock has, this company, excuse me, has some absolutely huge earnings and sales growth, just over 100% each, quarter after quarter. Big growth company. We have an excellent risk-reward ratio right here with a stock like this. WUBA is coming off the 50-day moving average on a volume that is slightly under average. Luckily, it's an IPO, and it showed up in my IPO scan, so I was able to alert myself to it. So the lower volume that led up to this price move is positive action. The takeout of the 50-day moving average is positive action. You can look at our indicators and see that everything is bullish underneath. Money stream, relative strength, moving average convergence, divergence, TSV. So everything's in approval of the price and volume action. So we'll see if it works out. Both of these positions should be 5%ers. 5% in WUBA, 5% in Facebook, especially with the earnings and sales growth, especially with now the canned slim quality stocks the past week really taking off, making all my New York Stock Exchange in brilliant positioning in front of the rally look kind of stupid now in hindsight, but it is what it is. So WUBA, Facebook should be 5%. My account right now, though, I have right around 6% cash. So I'm going to split it up into 3%, 3%. 3% of my account's going into WUBA, 3% is going into Facebook instead of 5% one, 1% in the other. Might as well split it. So I'm fully invested, but once again, we'll be raising some cash because we do have two cells. PDFS, damn. Excellent start. Immediately started out right with a 2.5% gain. and it was looking solid for us. But today it pulled back one big block sell, and without a more of a powerful close, the stock is closing below its 20-day moving average. And remember, anytime a stock goes from a winner to a loser quickly, we're automatically getting rid of 50% because there's too many stocks moving here. But PDFS closing below the 20-day moving average, this is now a 70%er. And as long as it holds above 1920, I'll keep on holding it and giving PDFS a chance, because late day intraday today, there was some volume that off the lows and the move higher, hence the tail in this chart pattern, that indicated PDFs could bounce, and it could be fine. Could be just a one-day thing. So I'll leave the other 25% of the position on for a close below 1920. And then also AVB, we got rid of 75% in the morning. I wanted it to hold above this low a day here at 139.85. It could not hold 139.85, and the low a day here is 139.07. This was my initial final cut loss level, but considering the action the day before and the lack of follow through today, I'm out. So AVB is a full sell. Other possible long considerations were IBA. It's pocket pivot point signaling out of a high tight pattern. It's really short, but it's a powerful uptrend in this little stock. Also ESCA, another small stock, looks coiled. This thing is just a steady mover and constantly is coming off the 50-day moving average on heavy volume. So this is another potential long position for all you guys out there that are underinvested. Baidu, obviously, another high-quality Chinese stock, but not as interesting as this IPO, ANET. Big move off the intraday high to intraday low on its first day of trading, but here on day 3, it powered higher, closing at the high of the day, and that appears to be very bullish. So what I would do, if you're underinvested, go ahead and take a stab at this one. It's got a 60 handle. It's pretty high quality.